Do you guys remember? Okay, so do you guys remember the? Did you guys? Okay. I've never seen this video. I don't know who this is. Hold on. Let me fix this. I went, as you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, I went down a fucking rabbit hole on TikTok. Okay? I went down a fucking rabbit hole on TikTok. And I was bamboozled, baffled, fucking disgusted. It was crazy, guys. Let me just say. So, I don't know. I don't know this creator. Kiwi Tapes, TikTok's worst father, the daddy daughter dream team. This shit was so fucking weird. Oh dude. Anyways, I was uncomfortable. So now you guys got to be uncomfortable with me.
Known as Patrick and the daddy-daughter dream team, also known as Patrick and Sarah, are a father-daughter TikTok duo who first rose to popularity in 2023 with their dances that many people thought were extremely inappropriate for a father and daughter to be doing.
Yeah, that's
and they
weird.
were pretty swift to defend themselves, Sarah claiming she's an adult and can do whatever she wants, and Patrick claiming that he's not a creep. It is in fact you who is weird for believing there is something going on between the two.
So you want to know why I look so uncomfortable in the videos? Well, I'm about to tell you. So listen, and listen good. Number 1, I'm not underage. I'm almost 21. I will be 21 on Friday, so you people can stop telling me that I'm underage. Number 2, I am not looking for any sort of relationship on TikTok or anywhere else for that matter. I'm focused on myself, my schooling, and my career. My social media is not available to anybody, so you can stop asking. Number 3, my father is not creepy, weird, or doing anything he's not supposed to do. He's being a father. If you don't like that, you can leave. I love him, he loves me, we're doing something we love together, so you can stop making horrible accusations that are not true in the slightest.
The people that seem to think that I'm in love with my daughter, you guys are stupid. Simple as that.
Just say that straight to my eyes, buddy. Say it straight into my eyes and tell me that.
Come on, really? And just because we don't vehemently respond to every comment that says we're a couple.
Say that to my face, dude.
I thought deleting and
Say that.
blocking people that said that would get the clue that we are not, and that we are completely abhorred and appalled that people would think that. But apparently we have to say it publicly. So this is me saying it publicly.
I don't know if this is I can't remember if this was like you know how people like go like read into people's behaviors or like body language. I think this is like one of the ones where like if you are overly expressive or you like do stuff like this, like try to make yourself intentionally look a certain way and it doesn't look natural at all. I feel like that's also like kind of you're trying to convince people to think to like believe you, but you're doing too much to make it happen by your body language.
We're not. I love my daughter. That's it. She's my daughter. If it appears like we're a couple, that's not on me. That's you guys thinking the wrong thing. And I'm sorry if we're close enough to appear to be a couple.
Sarah is in her early 20s, and from what I can gather, Pat is either in his late 40s or early 50s. So Sarah is correct that she is an adult, but it doesn't make what they're doing any less disturbing. Patrick
That's
even
so
kicking it
weird.
up another notch with their next viral video. Patrick would give his daughter a purity ring. For those who don't know what that is, it's a ring signifying a vow to abstain before marriage. And it's usually something simple, just a band, but Patrick gave her a full-blown diamond ring, even dropping down on one knee to give it to her, creating this extremely awkward video.
What is this?
Sarah, will you wear this ring as a sign and a promise to God and to me to remain pure until the day you're married?
Yes. That is
Gorgeous. Give me your left hand. Okay. This ring.
A lot of people also took issue with this one. It was very proposal-like, and it definitely didn't help with the people accusing them of having an inappropriate relationship. Criticism got so intense that Sarah's mother decided to make a TikTok addressing all of the allegations. At least that's what they'd like you to believe.
Sorry.
Because many suspect that Patrick scripted this for his wife.
I've watched the internet attack my daughter and my husband, and it's really pissing me off, but I stay quiet. I am done staying quiet. What the hell is wrong with you people? My husband is the sweetest and kindest man. He would never hurt a fly, let alone his family. Come on, guys. If you ever met him and actually knew him, you would...
Girl, my eyes are up here.
Now, because...
Stop reading the script.
choose not to be on camera. Everybody thinks I'm...
Yo, not gonna lie, like, I be trying to script my shit too sometimes, and I'm like, I be reading like this too, not gonna lie. Girl, come on. I know you reading the script, girl. Like, cause I be talking like that too. Oh.
Not to be on camera.
Like, I'm not even joking.
Nobody forces me to do anything. I don't like to be on camera a lot.
I still haven't described the family dynamic, so now's a perfect time. You of course have Patrick and Sarah, father and daughter, but then you also have Teresa, Patrick's wife, and Sarah's mother. All of these people, along with Sarah's little brother, make up the family. They live in Texas at some sort of an extended stay motel, an extremely similar situation to that of the resilient Jenkins. Sarah and her brother have been homeschooled for many years, causing Sarah to have almost no outside connection, spending the majority of her time with her family. But Sarah does have one person that she truly considers a friend, leading us to Jenna Frank. Jenna Frank is an actress in her mid-20s, well known for her work in the Power Rangers franchise. She's also the daughter of Jason David Frank, better known for his roles as the Green and White Power Ranger. Well, the entire family are massive fans, and will attend just about any meet and greet that Jenna holds. This has caused Sarah to believe that her and Jenna are actually best friends. Like legitimate best friends, not just associates. She thinks that they have a very close bond. None of which has been helped by Jenna, who has definitely fed into this parasocial relationship.
Dude.
But I can say with full confidence that these two are not best friends. And it's really very sad because this is Sarah's only friend. So she's been very adamant about her and Jenna actually having a relationship. But if I'm being honest, all this talk of Jenna Frank is just a setup to give even greater context to the first real controversy that the daddy-daughter dream team found themselves in, and that's Ariella Brigman. It all started when Sarah posted a TikTok of her with an AI song dubbed over it, and people were already very invested in getting to the bottom of what exactly was going on between Sarah and Patrick, leading to the creation of snark subreddits and TikTok pages following all of their
It's
worst
so
behavior.
weird.
Well, these people did some digging, and it turns out that AI song was only used once. That means Sarah was the only one on TikTok to use this song. So
What the
people looked
fuck?
into it, and it led back to an account called Ariella Brigman. The account used AI to portray a fictional girl called Ariella. The account initially made music, but soon descended into OF content. And like I said, Sarah was one of the only people on the internet that seemed to know about Ariella Brigman. That is until now, and people began openly discussing who they thought was behind the account. Most likely, Patrick or Sarah. And almost immediately after that discussion began, Ariella Brigman was deleted, with very sparse info being
What
left
the
about her
fuck?
on the internet. Patrick has been caught following similar accounts on Instagram in the past, so everybody basically knew who was behind the account. But the daddy-daughter dream team would continue to deny it, attempting to brush it all under the rug, and returning to regular content for a short time. They would adopt a dog to go with their growing number of reptiles, and continued to act like all was well. well. But it was not, because Jenna Frank would soon block Sarah and Patrick, cutting off all contact with them. Many assume that Jenna was informed of the Ariella Brigman account, and it's very disturbing to say, but it's quite clear who this AI model is based off of. This video, courtesy of Daddy Daughter Nightmare Team on TikTok, shows just how eerily similar the two's faces are. I would also like to point out that whenever Jenna was meeting with Sarah, Patrick was right there. In my opinion, using his daughter to get closer to Jenna than he would be able to without a young woman. So Jenna blocking them on all socials was a big deal for the family, and they even threatened to quit TikTok over it, going so far as to private all of their Instagrams and live streams. But despite the overwhelming evidence that at least one of them was tied to the Ariella Brigman account, Patrick would still continue to deny it.
Let's look at this, shall we? So their evidence that it's us is we like their photos on Instagram. And Sarah...
Why are you talking to me with your bottom teeth?
Well, you do, of course, realize that songs, TikTok videos can pop up on people's For You page that you interacted with. It's part of the algorithm. So Sarah was the only one to make a lip sync. Sarah was the only one to actually make a lip sync or use the song. Well,
wait, does my bottom teeth show when I do it?
And she's the only one that saw it. And as for liking their photos on Instagram, well, we've already told you about that. On Support a Small Creator, even if it was AI. So let's let this to rest right now. Let's take a look.
You got that bulldog mouth.
Is apparently this Ariella Brigman character.
Oh shit.
Sounds a lot like Aurelia. Okay, well, the trolls know our book just as well as we do. They've read it.
But even more evidence of them being tied to Ariella would surface. Sarah and Pat authored a book, an extremely weird one about a 17-year-old princess and a dragon who have a very suspicious bond. Well, people noticed that on the Ariella Brigman Venmo account, for her banner image, it was a picture of that book. Her seemingly being the only person to know about the Ariella AI song, while also Ariella being a big fan of their obscure book, which has probably sold less than a dozen copies. It's really all the proof people needed. But things were about to get even worse upon further investigation of the Ariella Brigman account. People would find a profile on a website called Literotica, which is basically used to write smut and upload it to the internet. And like I said, there was an account on the website tied to Ariella, who we basically know for sure now is Pat. Well, the stories tied to this account are some of the most depraved literature I've ever laid my eyes on. The stories are absolutely vile. I don't even know how to describe them here on YouTube, but let's just say it involves the exact kind of stuff that Patrick has been accused of doing with Sarah. I just really want to stress that these stories are absolutely disgusting, involving children, family members. Whoever wrote this shit has some real evil in them. And there's even more evidence pointing towards this account being Patrick's. People would try to create an account on the website with Patrick's email, only to be told that an existing account was already registered to it. And if things couldn't get any more suspicious, soon after the discovery of these accounts, the Daddy Daughter Dream Team TikTok page goes missing, and for a short time, so do Sarah and Patrick. This is actually quite common for the two to do, either taking slight breaks or having Pat more behind the camera, but this was the official end of the Daddy Daughter Dream Team page, and when they did return, it was in a completely different format. Sarah posting on her own, and claiming that she had moved out, and she would of course use this TikTok page to defend her and her father's actions, while also blaming the trolls for the Dream Team ending.
I'm sorry to say, but the Dream Team is gone. We just couldn't post content together anymore knowing how people saw it, especially with the latest bull they're trying to spread. All the rumors are false, but there's nothing I can do. People are going to believe it, and I can't stop them, so we're done creating content together. So, welcome to the new me. I'm going to fly solo from now on. Don't get me wrong, I still love my dad. He will always be my best friend and biggest fan, but I think flying on my own is best. So from now on, you'll only see me.
Sarah claimed that she had gotten a new job and would be moving over 30 minutes away from her family, and she would also request a bunch of Amazon items in a wish list for the move. But not everyone had forgotten about the controversy surrounding Ariella Brigman and the numerous accounts tied to her. I really
What the
don't even know why I'm
fuck?
saying Ariella anymore. It's Patrick. Patrick is behind the Ariella Brigman accounts. But Sarah will still tooth and nail defend their lies.
I was trying to just go about my business and let everyone see me and celebrate my new life with me. I didn't want to be a bitch, but apparently that's what everyone wants to see. So guess what? In the words of Matilda, no more Miss Nice Girl. So, you all don't like that I call my room at the extended stay an apartment. I was trying to just go about my business and let everyone see me and celebrate my new life with me. I didn't want to be a bitch, but apparently that's what everyone wants to see. So guess what? In the words of Matilda, no more Miss Nice Girl. So, you all don't like that I call my room at the
Shit like that is so fucking cringe. Oh Lord, give me the strength. Give me the strength. Because what?
extended stay an apartment. Too bad. For all intents and purposes, it is an apartment. I had the bed removed so I would have more room. My bed is smaller and fits better, which gives me more room to move. The apartment looks
Why we got like a fucking a tapestry, a book, a poster thing back here? Like what are we? What is
the one
this?
my family used to live in. Duh. It's an extended stay. They all look pretty similar. So because it looks similar and it's an extended stay, I must
Bitch just put up a fucking something off of Amazon to put up behind her to look like a different room or some shit. Like, dude, I see the creases.
be lying. What reason do I have to lie to you punk ass bitches? I'll never see any of you in real life, so what does it matter? It isn't
Yeah,
like I
punk
have to
ass
cover
bitches.
anything up because there's nothing to cover up. I live in an apartment at an extended stay place in the Dallas area. The only thing I lied about is my exact location. Really, it is quite hilarious to watch. And I know you're gonna post about this saying I'm being defensive. Yep, I'm defending myself rather than letting you punks walk all over me. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need your safe space? Fucking pansies. No, wait, I know. You're gonna say I'm bullying you because I called you stupid. Oh no, I'm a big bad bully because you can't handle when people actually fight back. See, this is the problem with this generation.
Oh no. God. It hurts.
You can dish it out, expecting me to just ignore you so you can keep doing it. But the second I snap back, it's, oh, she must be guilty. Why would she be so defensive? Bitch, you are literally calling me a liar.
I want to make it very clear that I view Sarah as a victim in all of this. She has been isolated and indoctrinated by her father, who she will defend.
Yes, at the end of the day, she very much is a victim of grooming. And I I don't know. I'm sorry. I just find what she was saying very cringe. But, if you have to lie about something, I think I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's hard to say because at the end of the day, she is a victim, but she is also adult now. She's an adult now. And yeah, the shit she's saying here is cringe. The video she did with her dad is very fucking cringe, very weird as a whole. L on the mom's part because like Mama Bear, what the fuck are we doing? But at the same time, I don't know what she has in all this and if they just been, I don't know. It's difficult cuz it's kind of hard to wake up from this Didn't she just dip? I don't know. So when I first initially encountered this, it was on my TikTok and it was a live stream where people were just like they were saying, "Sarah, tell your mom you're sleeping with Patrick," and blah blah blah. And then I guess the mom read it and then you could tell like her whole demeanor changed. Don't know what happened. We're gonna have to, maybe they'll say something in this video. But it's absolutely insane. If the mom just figured out and she wasn't really aware, like I feel awful for her. But I don't know, like I don't know. There's so much circumstances in this kind of stuff. It's insane. Um I feel for her because yes, she is a victim, but she's also doing very much cringe things with the whole actually that's
And in
bullying.
any scenario,
No more Mrs. Nice Girl. But apart from that, like the situation is very much serious if that is the case though. But it's really sad because yeah, she is isolated. Um but either way, it's fucking weird. This dad, I don't know, they need to investigate something. Something needs to happen. I feel like I don't know, there has to be something. I don't know. It's sad, but it's like she's also doing very much cringe stuff.
she often
not as in like just the shit she's posting, like the whole fucking video she was just posting. I'm just trying to clarify because I don't want people like coming at my neck like, oh, Jecchi, she's a fucking victim. I know she's a fucking victim, but she's, you know what else? I'm also a victim because I had to fucking watch that cringy ass video and I had to make you guys watch that cringy ass video with me. So we're both victims. Sorry. No. In all seriousness though, she I hope she could get therapy. Um being groomed is like what Darsko said in the chat. It's very difficult for people to wake up from that, and it would require a lot of therapy for her to realize that that's not how the relationship should be. Um but yeah, in all seriousness, it is a sad case.
says, why would I lie about these things if what you
Don't
claim was
cancel me.
happening is true? But it's so obvious why. Not only is it your father, but it's also the person victimizing you and turning you into a bold-faced liar. Most of everything Sarah said about her new life was a complete lie. She hadn't moved out. She had only moved across the same complex from where her family was living. And even the validity of that is doubtful.
I was over here. I thought I was big braining it because I was like, nah, she just put up a fucking poster. She didn't even iron that bitch out.
It seemed that she didn't have a new job.
She doesn't know what she's doing is wrong just because how sheltered she is. Yeah, and that's really sad. And but I also feel like after a certain point, see, it's just hard with how sheltered she is because she still has access to the internet. She had like she's on TikTok. A lot of like there's so much information out on the internet that I feel like there is kind of like, even if you're sheltered, like look at the David case. He was very much, he wasn't fully sheltered, but he was getting to that point and it allowed him to not be as social. And it's just but he had access to so many things. And she's on TikTok. I'm assuming she has access to internet and all that stuff. So I feel like she still is able to have some kind of socializing, but I don't know. It depends also at what age she was sheltered to, since now she's on TikTok. So there's a lot of context that needs to be said before even making up that thing. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people learn from the internet now. So it's just it's just kind of it's tough. This one's tough. I feel like at least a friend of hers. I don't know, but then she says she doesn't have friends. I don't fucking know. She had to have at least one friend or something, or someone fucking contact her mom or some shit. Cause I don't know. I just, to let it get that bad at the age of 20 years old, it's, I don't know. Like, I can't imagine it because obviously, like, I'm not in this situation. So it's just, or I've never encountered anybody else who's been in this situation, and I can only give an outside perspective. Because for me, I'm just like, well, you're also on the internet. Wouldn't you like also see, like, wouldn't something that the people are mentioning about your weird relationship with your dad kind of make you question it a little and maybe even look it up? Because if they're hounding her, it's kind of like you do something and you think in the moment it's right, but you see so many people against you that you're kind like, I don't know, on instinct, like if I seen so many people disagree with me, then I'd be like, okay, like, but I don't know. The brain is so weird that it could just rewire certain things, and like they just think everything's okay even if the signs are there and people are telling them. So it's just so weird. It's complicated.
Bob
It's
either.
very
So
sad.
things were basically the same, but Sarah was posting
Like, I
on
have
her
nothing
own.
nice to say.
And then Patrick started doing the same, returning with a new page called Patrick Unscripted. And using this page, he attempted to address all the controversy, but if you ask me, these videos are damning.
Apparently, I couldn't stay away, so I guess I just proved the trolls right. But that's okay. I'm back, but not the way you want me to be. I'm not playing around anymore. I'm done. So you want to keep sending accusations my way? Fine. I'll respond. The answer is simple. I am tired of all of you people just coming on here and getting away with whatever you feel like. You want to accuse me of being in an inappropriate relationship with my daughter? You guys have sick fucking heads. How could that be the first thing you think about when a father hugs his daughter? I mean, come on, really? That is the most
That's another thing. He's virtue signaling as well. He's very much virtue signaling. So wouldn't his daughter also see that and be like, "Well, now dad's saying this." So that's why I'm just like, it's so weird. Cuz at that point it's like, okay, so your dad is saying this, you're saying this. Doesn't that
disgusting thing I have ever heard in my life.
I don't know.
I tried to pass it off.
This one's
I
weird.
tried to be nice.
This one's weird. Like, I can't even like I know she's a victim, but it's like I don't know.
Just roll with it and laugh it off. But honestly, you guys are sick, perverted freaks. Doesn't surprise me that one of you created an AI account to try and frame me. Me! I have never even thought about writing a story like that. And you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's heard the rumors. I did not write stories like that. The only story I've written is our book, Firebound Harmony, which, by the way, we wrote every word. Well, not every word. There was a couple instances where we used AI to help us, but we paraphrased it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You're going to believe what you want, and I don't care anymore. But I'm going to set the record straight. So the record is this. I am just a normal, everyday father who cares for his children.
Shut the fuck
and
up.
You guys can stop
He has more than one daughter or kid? I did not know
hurling
that.
wild accusations.
He said children.
Specifically, the one that's calling themselves the dad and daughter nightmare team. You are even lower than dirt. You are coming on here, clipping our videos, using them for your purposes. But I'm not taking the high road anymore. So I'm going to find these little clips of videos. I'm going to find these little snippets on Reddit. I'm going to start posting them on this channel. And I'm going to start responding to them. Some of the shit you come up with is like so far out there in the realm of possibilities that I don't even know where your brains are anymore. I can't wait to read what you're going to write on Reddit about this video. Oh, he's triggered. Yep, I'm triggered. and you're not gonna like the result. Because I can hurl insults with the best of them. I'll make you feel about this high. And I won't feel bad about it either. Because you're all a bunch of fucking dumbass. You get your fucking jollies off of attacking other people on the internet. That's your pleasure. That's what you want to do. So you all are the lowlife, not me. So I'm just going to give you what you deserve. A little taste of your own medicine. And anybody that feels the need to come after me, by all means. You all know where I work. You all know where I live. By all means, come on. I'll be happy to educate you in real life. Problem is, you won't like it.
He would even fess up to previously having a Literotica account, and the admission of that is damning as well. It even furthers the ties between him and Ariella.
I did not create any other Literotica accounts ever. Okay, wait, I'll check that. I had one tied to an old email address back when I was 20 years old, but I wasn't reading stories like that. So, getting to this comment, you have tied accounts.
Where's the wife in all this? Please bring her.
The method of tying those accounts to me was a YouTube video of a guy who sounded apparently just like me. I didn't hear it, but apparently everybody else did. You know, people hear what they want to hear. 12 years ago, the only account I had was associated with my future Masters chant. The other account that you are connecting to me with a picture of the dragon, somebody literally went on Reddit and said that wasn't me. The actual owner of that account. I remember it from back when. But people refuse to see that. See, that's the problem. You refuse to see the truth because you're so caught up in what you believe. Now, as for the Ariella account, let's go through the evidence, shall we? Because you say that's tied to me and me alone. Okay, so the first way that's tied to me is it liked Monster Hunter, a game that in its first 2 weeks on the market sold over 10 million copies. Now, we're not the only fans here, people. Monster Hunter's really big. Okay, well, you know, great. You probably can accept that, right? And there are a lot of 21-year-old women out there. You can accept that too, right? But what really ties it to us is Sarah. She used the song, right? That's your theory, right? That ties it to us. Well, let's ask the question. If I were to create an AI account, especially one posting NSFW content, at that time, after we'd already deleted 2 channels because of the trolls and the people on Reddit who constantly dive deep into our lives, if I were trying to create an AI account that they didn't find, why the hell would I have...
This is why I say, like, if you... Okay, so let's say this isn't the case, okay, by whatever reason. I feel like we know it's the case. But let's say that isn't the case. I think you are gonna be your own demise if you are posting everything and every little thing about your life. That's just the case. I just don't understand, like, why people do not understand that. Like, it's the internet. It's gonna be there forever. Don't post shit that you will regret in the future. Don't post, like, if you're gonna post a daily blog, everybody's gonna see it. People are gonna do stuff with it. People are gonna clip you out of context. That's the whole part, like, of internet stuff. Like, that's why, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes I'm scared to say certain things because I wouldn't want to be clipped out of context. There's a lot of shit I've probably said that if I get clipped out of context, yeah, I'm cooked. But I just, that comes with wanting to be a creator online, though, and I think that's kind of, are you gonna have the thick skin for it, or not? Like, that's it. That's all you gotta, like, do you have thick skin to take criticism or to do this or that? Like, there's gonna be people regardless. Like, there's gonna be people trolling. There's gonna be all that stuff. But that's saying if that's whatever happening here. I don't know. I feel like there is something happening, but that's a feeling. That's me looking at it from an outside perspective, and it looks a little weird. A lot of weird. So I just want to say, like, anybody who plans on getting into content creation and you don't have a thick skin for it, I don't think it's for you. Unless you're, I don't know. It's just, there's someone who's always going to comment on your life. Always. So it's just, if you are not okay with that, then yeah. That's, I don't know. Like if you are that upset about it, then you should have just stayed off of the fucking TikTok app. It's not gonna go away just because you fucking created a new account.
Sarah,
I don't know. I don't understand why people do that. It's like the people who rebrand as VTubers. Like, VTubers rebrand out the ass. Like they have something crazy happen to them. And then they come back as a whole different person, different persona, different VTuber model, and they go buy something else and it's like, "Oh, I put a band-aid." Or I fucking put this deep into the closet and it's not gonna come out, but like the internet is just there. It's there. They see it. It's just, I don't know.
Knowing
People remember your voice. People could tell easily. It's just, yeah,
that they
it's
watch
so
our account.
weird.
Why the hell would we do that? That makes no logical sense.
Patrick's attempts to defend his actions on Patrick Unscripted only led to more scrutiny, along with people figuring out that Sarah had basically not moved out. And despite the Dream Team ending, things were basically the same, until Patrick and Sarah agreed to do an interview with a fellow TikToker named Hannah. Pat and Sarah were no stranger to giving out interviews. They had done one in the past when the Dream Team first went viral, but this interview would be an absolute disaster for Patrick. It starts off light with them discussing the fallout with Jenna, then Sarah and Patrick start to fess up. Sarah admits that the move was fake, and that she was still basically living with her family. But then they start discussing the connections between Patrick and Ariella.
Oh, and one of the things, it does talk about a sheer red rape article of clothing that the father gives to the daughter. And now, around that same time, there was a video that was made with the two of you where, Sarah, you're wearing a red long dress that is sheer. It has some frillies on it. And so those were some of the little pieces where people were making connections.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, by that logic, you can make that connection to hundreds of people who wear red dresses.
I know, but can you...
It may look like
No, I understand. It does look a little like it does look a little bit though, like the material and stuff. It might not be like sold like that, but people can, kind of draw that comparison to red lingerie.
And after a little bit more discussion, Patrick drops a bombshell, confessing that he was in fact behind the Ariella Brigman account.
I'm not asking you anything else about the literotica. That is off the table. I won't ask you any more about that. But I can feel it in my soul. Like I feel I prayed about it, and I just like the way you guys seem uncomfortable, the looking back and forth, like I don't know. You take it for what you want. I just really believe that if you tell the truth, look at everyone's saying, just say it. There's nothing illegal. There's nothing that.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's say for the sake of argument, that it was me. If I were to come forward on the Ariella account, guess what? Everybody's going to automatically assume that the Literotica account was me as well.
No, because here's the thing.
I tell you 100% for certain.
No, you know why? You know why? Because as soon as
I've done it.
Okay then, perfect. So if somebody in this Reddit world, on this TikTok world, who hates your guts, perfect. But I don't see anything wrong with the Ariel account for money, because people do crazy stuff. People come on this app and put peanut butter on their hair looking for money. I mean, we live in a society where people are looking for a quick buck. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's not illegal. People enjoy that stuff. I don't. I'm not a fan of it, but people do. Who cares? People will pay top dollar for a hot-looking AI model. They're starting to bring them into movies. I just think if you're just honest about this, people will finally be like, oh my God, thank God. Like, here we are, the truth. Like, people will start to trust you. You want that, right?
Yeah. But here's the thing. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. Honestly, yeah, I created the Ariel account. I made that account.
Patrick, thank you. You have been set free, man. You're set free. Doesn't that feel good? Sarah, give your father a hug. Give that man a hug, because that is the most amazing thing you could have done for yourself. Really,
Ain't no way this bitch said, give your dad a hug. Girl, what? Call the cops. Don't tell her to give him a hug. Call the fucking cops. He literally has fucking erotica fan fiction or whatever that site is about him and his daughter.
Air hugging you. Good job. Seriously, you are.
Honestly, I didn't want it to go the way it went, but I lost control.
Life is hard, Patrick. You just took the biggest step of your life here.
I will tell you, I am 100% did not create literotica.
I believe you.
No way. I would never go that far.
I believe you.
Almost immediately after discussing, Patrick begins to get nervous because he knows how serious what he confessed to is.
Messages were saying God forgives and you did amazing.
It's not God I'm worried about.
What are you worried about? Reddit?
It's them cops.
No, everybody on the internet.
He admits to being behind Ariella's OF account, but denies authoring the vile literotica stories. But by him admitting that he was the original Ariella, it is almost for certain that he is behind this account, and that he is the author of those depraved stories. It also seemingly confirms his own obsession with Jenna Frank, giving credence to the theories behind why she blocked them. Not much else of note would come from this interview, but the two would promise to do another one with Hannah in the near future. But Patrick would soon delete his TikTok page, and Sarah stopped posting to hers. And as of the recording of this video, they have not returned.
Where's the
In
mom?
my opinion, this is a further admission of guilt. People have suspected since the very first inappropriate dances that there was something more going on between Sarah and Patrick, and it's not like there weren't signs of this.
And now time for the taste test.
These are some pretty big meatballs.
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
Sorry, it's just getting warmed up here.
Okay.
So,
These are only a few clips of Patrick being extremely inappropriate with Sarah. It is so blatantly obvious what is going on. Both of Patrick's brothers are on the registry, and Pat has admitted in the past that he's still very close with them, letting both of his kids see their uncles. And Patrick himself has a mountain of suspicious behavior behind him, going far into his past. There have been rumors of the mom Teresa's family accusing Patrick of some pretty awful stuff, claiming that Teresa is mentally unwell and Patrick took advantage of that to isolate her from her family. This is only an allegation, but it is very in line with what Patrick has been known to do, and the way that they treat Teresa sometimes is less than good.
It's spicier than the last one. Oh!
Excuse me. Sorry. I'm guzzling milk over here. Can you do it?
Can I be walking it? Ah.
Ooh. That one went down a little spicy.
Whenever Teresa's on camera, Sarah and Patrick want basically nothing to do with her. She's definitely like a third wheel, and I doubt that she would ever know or even suspect that something was going on between her
Oh my
daughter
god,
and
I feel for her.
Even though both members of the Dream Team went dark on social media, people didn't stop digging, and they would uncover even more evidence of something being very wrong. People would uncover an OF account linked to Sarah, and this account was verified, meaning that it very likely could be hers. From what I've been told, to get this verification you have to do an identity check, and it's also very suspicious that soon after the account was found, it was deleted, extremely in line with past behavior for the duo. And then, Sarah's personal TikTok account also goes missing, once again furthering suspicion. If it could even be called that anymore, the woman who hosted the interview, Hannah, would come forward and claim that Patrick had fessed up to the Literotica account, but that he had done it it through text form. In my opinion, his admission to being behind the original Ariella account is almost all the confirmation needed. But this statement from Hannah, along with their disappearance, paints an extremely disturbing picture. Over the course of 2 years, they have gone from vehemently denying these claims to coyly fessing up. They have done the exact opposite of beating the allegations. And I shouldn't even say they. It's Patrick. Patrick is to blame for all of this. Like I said before, Sarah is a victim. Any way you slice it, he has absolutely destroyed his daughter's life, all for his own gain. We can only hope that someday Sarah holds Patrick accountable for all of the awful stuff that he's done. It's a long shot, but hopefully, now that the dream team is over, she'll wake up.
I feel for the mom. Oh, so apparently they're back. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done with those. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. Oh my god, dude. What is wrong with people?